Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. 60 yards. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Go.
Now a handoff working right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Five. Fair. Tighten up. Go. Hey.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a give right side. It's 4th. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Oh, yeah, I'm Hey, wahoo! 51. Ready?
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You ready?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go. Bravo.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And now here's a carry heading left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
We go set. 70. Indy. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Danny. General West. Look, squeeze. Hey, Charlie. Yep.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Echo. Look at me. Zipper.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Double dog. That's the way. Hey, exit. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Watch the curl. Go. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now a handoff looking right. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Able to find Floyd. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Get there. My 40. Hey, man. Watch the boot. My 40.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
18 Gator. Watch twist.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll set up a throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, you. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. All day. All day. Hey. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, set. We got 25 to Mike. Hard. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. On the ball. Watch the shit. Outside.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come down.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
That's another Browns 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Ford, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Steelers 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Watch the run. Watch the run.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Look at me, zipper.
Now a handoff looking right. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Strong right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 7. Mike 7. Go. Get in the weight room. Let's go.
20, taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game?
Oh, wide open, complete, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Browns take over.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Seven's a mic.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
36. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Right there.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Break. Go, go. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Now, ready?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 52. Check. Roll out. Snap.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. SOS. Mike, get it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf. 35 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got 3, fellas. We got front. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40. Now watch 1,
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the